A ball falls on an inclined plane of inclination theta from a height h above the point of impact and makes a perfectly elastic collision. Where will it hit the plane again? So we are having an inclined plane like this of inclination angle theta on which a ball falls like this at an angle theta and goes like this, and then due to this velocity it will be having some projectile motion like this, and we need to find out this distance. So friends, first let us find with what velocity will it fall on this incline. So it will be the velocity equals to under root 2gh by third equation of motion, because we are having the initial velocity being 0 and the acceleration being g and the displacement, the height being h. Okay, now we know that this velocity comes out to be this, and this, let us suppose this is v. So we can the velocities from here, and let me apply the first equation of motion in the perpendicular direction, that is this one, in which we are having a component of g as g cos theta. So we have the equation being v equals to u plus at. We will be having the velocity being v cos theta, because the velocity is v over here and this is v over here. So this is v cos theta. The initial velocity was this, actually the final being 0, because it was going up, it is going like this and then it will go down. So we have minus v cos theta, because v was 0, equals to minus g cos theta into t, giving me a time of, cancelling the factor of cos theta, v by g. So this much is the time which this ball actually takes to go from this position to the position where it will be having a 0 velocity, that is to the maximum height. But since it is making a projectile motion, it will come down also, taking equal time. So we will be having the total time of flight to be 2v by g, right? So for this much of time this ball is in the air, that is for this much time it will be covering the distance on the inclined plane. Now let us again employ the second equation of motion in order to find how much will it cover, to find the answer of this question. Now we know that s equals to ut plus half at square, and we need to find the s in this equation. The initial velocity being v sine theta, because it was reflected over here, so the component in this side will be v sine theta, because this will be theta only. The time, this will be 2v by g, that is the time of flight, plus half the acceleration being g sine theta, and the t square, which will be 4v square by g square, giving me the displacement s to be 8h sine theta. So this is basically the answer for this question. Now friends, in this question I would like to suggest you that take care when you put the when you find out the distance. Normally what people do is that it is a projectile motion, we need to find the distance, it will be simply velocity into time. But you can't neglect that there is a component of this acceleration g downwards in this direction, that is along the plane. So I needed to put into consideration this g sine theta component in order to get this displacement s.